And we are continuing with the breaking news as rush hour traffic really starts to roll in and drivers are going to see roads closed in the West Columbia area of Lexington County.
All right, at this hour, I-26 east and west bound ramps, the off ramps are closed. Sunset Boulevard at Whippoorwill is closed. It's a local traffic only. McSwain Drive is blocked at Terrace View Drive, and then there is basically massive amounts of traffic everywhere else in the area.
So here are the alternate routes. The city of West Columbia says this is the way that you can get home. Take Hummingbird Drive, Seminole Drive, and Augusta Road at exit 113. Hummingbird Drive, Seminole Drive, and Augusta Road. Pass that along to anybody who is en route home if this is their traditional way of getting there, because the roads are closed, and at this point we haven't heard from law enforcement on when they will be back open. Yeah,
looking at the traffic cameras right now, I-26 east at mile marker 109, that traffic going in the eastbound direction is moving extremely slowly. Now this is all because if you are just joining us, there you can see things moving pretty well in the westbound lanes. In the eastbound lanes though, it is pretty much bumper, or actually no wait, that is westbound. Eastbound is moving well. Westbound is moving very slowly there, and you can still see the police officer sitting there not letting anybody on 378, and that is because a person is barricaded at a hotel at the Hilton Garden Inn right near Lexington Medical Center. Police say the shooter has been at that Hilton Garden Inn on McSwain Drive since at least about 2 o'clock today, but we don't know why the person is barricaded inside or if they pose a threat, although we have heard reports of gunshots.
We're going to start things off this half hour with Peyton Lewis. She is part of our team coverage. She's live outside the area with more information on what we're hearing from law enforcement and the plan to have a press conference, hopefully within the next hour, and hear more from police. Peyton.
Yes, Darcy. So as you know, we transitioned from the 5 to the 5:30. A woman ran over to us in uniform and asked us if we could kind of relocate our news vehicles for a moment in preparation for law enforcement to come and give us some more information about what's going to happen out here. Right now, we've been waiting at the graduate medical education facility right where they've been building that across the street from Lexington Medical Center, waiting to hear from West Columbia law enforcement today to tell us more about what happened at this Hilton Garden Inn hotel earlier this afternoon. To our knowledge, this suspect is still barricaded. We're not quite sure when all of that will end. I did see a helicopter pass a while ago. I'm not sure if it was from Lexington Medical Center or if it was a police helicopter or not. It was too far away for me to see, but traffic has started to move again out here. Things seem to have calmed down on this side of town. Earlier today, it took a very long time for me to get over here from Columbia, where we're at our news station, and things seem to be moving a little bit more, so hopefully law enforcement will have some good news for us when we hear from them later this evening. Reporting in West Columbia, Peyton Lewis, News 19 WLTX.
Peyton, thank you so much. A live look at a traffic camera. This is I-26 at mile marker 110. As you can see for yourself, traffic moving very slowly. And if you look closely, you can see where the road closed signs have been put at that off ramp. Law enforcement stopping anyone who is trying to get onto Highway 378 from I-26 headed that in both directions. Our team coverage is going to continue now, Andrea.
Yes, let's get over to our News 19 Zoe Henry, who has a very interesting perspective of this, very close to the scene. And Zoe, if people are paying attention and they've been watching us since 4:30, the same exact cars that were sitting behind you when we checked in with you at 4:30 are still there. Explain to folks what we see in your perspective.
Andrea, you are correct. These are some of the same cars we had around 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock as well. And a lot of them have turned their cars off. Now, I want to bring attention to those orange and white signs down there. SCDOT just came by not too long ago, about 15 minutes ago, dropped off those signs. There are also cones on that other side. Now, before we had no traffic going through, but now for sure, traffic won't be opening up anytime soon. As we know, they just closed it off and there are no right or left turns. But as we said, people have been sitting here for a long time. And I have a driver who's been sitting for a while. Brian Hewitt is coming in with us. He's coming from the Lexington side of everything. So how long did it take you, or how long have you been waiting?
Around an hour. It's coming from the Lexington area, and I saw where law enforcement had the intersection blocked off to get down here to the bank where I need to do some business. And I ended up going around the West Columbia side up past the Zestos and come up 378 and parked my vehicle down at Grecian Gardens and walked up here to the bank. And it was closed, even though it's before 5 o'clock, locked down, I suppose. Had to do some business at the bank, and that didn't happen. That's pretty much it.
And you're talking about this Trust Bank right here.
Truist, yes.
Truist Bank, excuse me. And then, so were you aware of this issue happening before you got over here?
No, I was not. I saw where law enforcement had it blocked off at the other end on the Lexington side. I figured I would go around and I would, miss this end over here, West Columbia area, where they got it now blocked off, so couldn't get to the Truist Bank in order to do my business. Yes,
all right, thank you so much, Brian. And now this is all we have for right now. Traffic is still not flowing here, and it's backed up pretty far now. I can see about a block or two down the road. People are starting to pull up more, and we'll have more coming up later on. I'm in West Columbia. Zoe Henry, News 19 WLTX.
Yeah, thank you so much, Zoe. So frustrating there, and West Columbia Police just tweeting out the following roads and intersections currently blocked. Again, 26 east westbound off-ramps are completely closed. Sunset Boulevard at Whippoorwill is closed to local traffic only.
If you go to our website, we've got an update on the roads that are open and alternate route now that we know that that area is going to be closed for the foreseeable future.